Welcome back, everybody. Hugs here. We got another Star Trucker video, but today is a little bit different. Today's a day of celebration. The patch notes have dropped. There's been some big changes to Star Trucker, and we're going to take a look at these and go through some of them and see exactly what has happened. So, update 1.0.41.0 is now live. What does it bring? It brings a ton of balance patches. So, number one thing on the list, power cells are now better value for money. Guys, the amount of comments I've gotten about power cells and just power in general, this is going to be a big fix for you guys. So they've increased the maximum charge for green and gold power cells. I do believe that now it is $250 for the green and the gold is now $500. So previously the gold was $250 and the green was $150. So power has tremendously changed now at this point. 500 power cell is going to last you so long, especially if you go back and use some of the tips from my other video, which I will link at the top here, about how to correctly manage your power so you're not running out all the time. But yeah, that's going to be a big change. Now, do keep in mind that any batteries you have in your truck currently are still going to have the same charge that they did before the update. So if your battery had it was a 250 max power battery, now it's going to have max power 500, but it's still going to be half empty and it's going to be sitting at 250. So do keep that in mind. It's only going to apply to any new batteries you acquire, whether that's through the shop or through salvage. So let's look at the next things here. Reduced fine for abandoning most jobs to 50% of job value. That's a pretty big one. That has not happened to me, but I have heard quite a few people where they've had to unhitch their trailer or there's something went wrong and they got an abandoned fine and it was a ton of money, put them in the red, and it was no good. So that's a really good change. They did keep it for the valuable jobs, which I think is fair, because that's valuable cargo, so you should kind of get punished more if you abandon that one. Let's see what else here. Essential items such as power cells and air filters now spawn more often in regular shops, so no longer will you need to do the save scum trick where you're backing up to a shop, you close the game down, open it up to re-roll the shop essentially. You don't need to do that anymore because there's going to be plenty of air filters, plenty of power cells in the game. Next, jobs now correctly calculate rewards, which result in more pay but less XP. So I don't know if everybody knew this or not, but previously the hauling contracts were not calculated correctly when you received your reward. The XP and the money were flipped. So when you do the upgrades, usually you get 25% more cash, 10% more XP. Well, those numbers were reversed. So you were getting 25% more XP, 10% more cash. So you're going to see a change when you're doing these contracts. You're going to be getting more money, less XP. That might be a double-edged sword if you're trying to level up quickly, but there's other ways to get more XP in the game. So what else do we got here? Side job fixes. Fixed issue where junk in the trunk could not get stuck. Rendezvous sometimes not starting correctly. Perfect timing, hit and run, wait for CB call. So these were all things where the missions would get stuck. I know a couple people left me comments about Dusty Bear's mission because in my playthrough, I haven't done his mission yet, and they warned me that I was going to be stuck on that mission. But with these patch notes, and I have heard from people, it has been fixed correctly. So you shouldn't be experiencing those game-breaking bugs that won't let you progress in the story any longer. So if you quit because of that, jump back into your save file, try it again. It should be working for you now. All right, let's look here. Sector fixes. Fixed issues preventing access to 2 drop zones in Darkside. Yeah, that was another big one. That and some of the oversized trailers not fitting in their drop zones. So that has all been fixed as well. What's the last one here? Reloading a save in Haze Way would disconnect multi-trailers. I've never seen that one personally, but that's good that they fixed that. And a whole lot of general fixes here. Correct reward values, and there's been optimizations. So yeah, very big update, guys. If you stop playing for any of those reasons, guys, jump back in the game, load up your save file. You should be able to get back on your missions. Power cells are going to be much easier to come by. last you a lot longer, so it should be much easier to actually play now without having to constantly manage things. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope it was informative. If it was, please drop me a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And as always, I will see you on the next one.